Peki, hi, Marko Hrastar from Sport Club Slovenia. When you were subbed against Denmark, you were a bit miffed, but I wanted to know if it was because of the injury. How's the muscle doing? Yeah, I was actually more dissatisfied with the yellow card, which was unjustified in my opinion. And if you know me, you know that I don't forget things so quickly. That was the only thing that was bothering me, but the injury is okay. There are no problems.
Next question, yes, here on the right.
Dobar dan, Mario Marić, Portal Telegraf iz Beograda. Može na srpskom?
Hello, Mario Marić,
Pre izvjesnog
Portal
vremena dao si jedan
Beograd.
intervju gdje si
Can I ask
rekao
my
da
question
te
in
izjave
Serbian?
iz Srbije Srba dodatno pale. Možeš li detaljnije da
When
objasniš na što se to odnosilo, pošto nama
you're from Serbian origins, and that's, as I heard well, what had all to do about it was not really clear to me. I just wanted to say that what you transmitted, some of the journalists, was not identically what I said, but it had not to do with the co-players nor with the coach, but with the media. The media that have said lots of bad things about us, but I don't think this is the time to focus on that. We are going to focus on our match, and that is all that I can say.
Second row. Hello, Urban Laurencic, TV Slovenia. Petar, after the match with Denmark, have you and the players talked about what went well against Denmark, what went less well, what to improve, and how to approach the match with Serbia to get a better result? Yes, of course. After every match, we talked about the game with Denmark, and we know that the second half was much better than the first one. So we will try to replicate that tomorrow. So the second half against Denmark is something we have to produce tomorrow. Our staff has been analyzing the match even more than we did, the players, and we received input from them. We received some pointers, and we will stick to that. Petar, hi, Andrej Milkovic from Ekipa. If we come back to tomorrow's spectacle, Serbia, Slovenia, here in Munich, at this wonderful stadium, what this means to Slovene people, to Serbian people, what's your comment on that? I think this will be one phenomenal match, on the pitch, off the pitch, and the stands, outside on the streets. The emotions are running high, but we as players, we have to hide those emotions in a way. I hope we can show them after the match. But maybe I would call upon all fans to remain fair during the match, to cheer us in the spirit of fair play, and to be proud of ourselves because we reached this stage. At the back, Jože Pepevnik, Radio Slovenia. Petar, we talked about Denmark as a very robust team, as a team that is putting a lot of onus on fullbacks, left or right side, wingers. But when it comes to Serbia, Serbia is a different team. How do you approach that match in a tactical sense? Well, of course, we are expecting a different match compared to the one with Denmark. We know that Serbia is a very good team. They have high-quality players. I wouldn't like to point out one or two. They are a very good team in general, as a unit, but we will focus on our tasks, on the words of our manager, and we will have to do what they say. Petar, hi, Jan Couch, Pop TV. You talked about emotions. I'm sure there will be a lot of emotions tomorrow. During the first match, it was the same. You received the yellow card. You will have to be more reserved in the context of that tomorrow. But what about if you will be provoked by the other team? You will have to keep your emotions on hold, so to say. Yes, that's true. Emotions will be running high, but we have to put that away. We have to suspend emotions when you're on pitch, when you're on the pitch, and all the emotions that erupt have to be turned into something positive. Because the best thing there is in football is to play before your own fans. From what I've heard and read, there will be a lot of Slovene fans tomorrow in the stadium. And yes, when it comes to the yellow card, I did receive one, but we are focused on tomorrow's match, me personally and the whole team.
Hvala, Peter.
Lineup compared to the match with Denmark. Hello, welcome to the presser, and my name as well. Things you're asking are things that will remain in our dressing room, in our changing room. This is something that we will discuss at the pre-match team talk. But we know already that 11 players will not be enough tomorrow because of the high tempo, because of the aggressiveness. We are thinking about how to keep up a high tempo throughout the 90 or 95 minutes against an opponent as Serbia. Andrei, manager, hello. On the one hand, I would like to know what this match means to you in terms of the group itself, Group C as well, itself. And on the other hand, I would like to know if you see this as a chance that a match between two rivals from the former Yugoslavia can be played out in a friendly atmosphere on and off the pitch. After the match with Denmark, I already said that I was thrilled about the atmosphere of the stadium, and despite the rivalry between Serbia, despite what this match means to both teams, I think that a great atmosphere on the stands should be something that is portrayed in every match. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. We come, both Slovenia and Serbia come from ex-Yugoslavia, and I know that both sets of fans will be cheering on their teams, that they will support us throughout the match. The rivalry is big, of course, but we already know that Serbia is a very good opponent, that we will have a very difficult match tomorrow, but we always try to focus on ourselves, on what we can do, and we know that there will be so many fans tomorrow, so many Slovene fans tomorrow in the stadium, that we will take on this responsibility.
Pop TV and then Sport Club, Pop TV.
Mr. Kek, hello. Dragan Stojkovic was here a couple of hours ago, sitting here, and he said that he respects you as a manager and our team, but that Serbia will come to the match tomorrow to win it, cost whatever may. What does this mean to you? Is this something that's over positive from Serbia? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, he's the manager of a national team. This is the only thing he has to say, he must say, because he also plays to win. He respects us, we respect him. We might also think similarly, but I won't go into the details. Jaka? Manager, hi. The Serbian manager talked has you in high regard. And everyone says Matjaz Kek is the strong point of the team. Srečko Katanec also told the media that we should respect you and trust you because you know what you're doing. How do you see yourself in this? Well, I'm the least important part of tomorrow's match in my view. Adrian Zeljkovic, other players who are not playing that often will be much more important tomorrow than myself. I have told my team that I respect them, they respect me. It's a two-way street. Also, when things don't work out as planned, if we take a look at the stats of the last 22 matches, they show that we can endure even difficult periods in our matches, and I hope this will be the case tomorrow as well. I know that I have a great staff, I have a great team, and I'm proud of my team. And I see this as a privilege, not only in my professional life, but always in the context of my private life. And I think this satisfies your question. Fourth row. Manager, hello. You have two positives in Germany already. 1 point from the match with Denmark after coming back from 1-0, and the second one with so many fans in the stands in Stuttgart. How do you see these two factors? How could these two factors boost your team even more? Because this is not the first match in a tournament, and they already know what to deal with. Well, I hope that things will pan out as you mentioned, and I hope that this team, and I believe that this team will grow from minute to minute in such an atmosphere, in such a surrounding. But on the other hand, it is maybe too optimistic to expect too much of a team. I mean, even bigger teams have failed on this path. But I want my team to have respect of the opponent, and like I said, we are aware of the qualities of the Serbian team. We are aware of the quality of their manager. They haven't been in the Euros in a very long time, such as us, and it would be incorrect towards ourselves, towards everyone else, to dwell on the negatives. We all want to achieve a positive result. This is something we have in common, and tomorrow we want to prove that we are here deservedly, that we made it to Germany on merit. But I have to say that I'm very, very satisfied with the match with Denmark, and also with the aftermath. Two more questions.
Milutin Vojčić, Portal Mondo. Da se čujemo sada.
Milutin Vojčić from Porto Mondo. After the match between Serbia and England, many have spoken a lot about Dusan Tadić not starting the game from the very beginning.
I don't know if you know me well enough, because I would say that because you asked that question, maybe not enough, but the last thing I would like to comment on is other teams and their problems, with all due respect to the Serbian team. Yes, Stojkovic said that Tadić will start tomorrow's match, by the way. Matjaz, we know you as a great tactician, but how did the fact that Slovenia played Serbia in the League of Nations help with the preparation for tomorrow's match? Yeah, I mean, we communicate a lot, but nowadays it is very difficult to hide anything, because we are under the limelight all the time. People see what we do online and elsewhere. But I can only say that Serbia, after having watched the second half of their match, deserved more from the match against England. After every match you lose, you try to find a way to get those points, to get those points and to advance to the next round in such a tournament. Tomorrow's match will be great, despite maybe the slightly less appropriate timing of the match at 3 p.m. It will be very hot in Munich, but I think the one who will be braver, who will believe in their abilities more, will have more chances to win the match tomorrow. We will try to do this in our own way. In our own way, we know where we are good at, and we also know about the qualities or the positives of the Serbian team. We also know that the FIFA rankings speak for themselves. We know that Serbia is a very good team. Slovenia wasn't a favorite in this group. It still isn't. Although we played very good against Denmark in the second half. But this momentum will have to be carried on into tomorrow's match. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I know that this will be a very high hurdle. This will be a great challenge, but we are looking forward to that. We are relishing it, because this is a responsibility towards ourselves and towards Slovenia.
Just a reminder, tomorrow, Media Hub